Welcome to the Tanami Desert. It's a place so vast and indifferent that it doesn't just swallow secrets, it digests them. Most tourists come here for the sunsets and the authentic outback experience, but they usually leave before the shadows start stretching long enough to grab back. You see, out here, the food chain isn't just a biological diagram, it's a legal disclaimer. We're diving into a series of recovered recordings known in hushed, terrified circles as the Dilemma Tapes. These aren't your average nature documentaries narrated by a soothing British octogenarian. No. These tapes suggest that the Australian dingo that denied canine icon of the bush might be running a PR campaign more sophisticated than a Silicon Valley tech giant. They look like dogs, they move like ghosts, and according to the grainy footage found in a discarded GoPro near Wolf Creek, they might just be gaslighting the entire human race. It's a classic wildlife or wildlife scenario. Are they merely misunderstood predators? Or are they the furry architects of a much darker, much more coordinated agenda? Imagine, if you will, a creature that can rotate its wrists to open gates, climb fences like a caffeinated ninja, and stare into your soul with the chilling intensity of someone who knows your browser history. Our story centers on a group of amateur cryptid hunters who went looking for the mythical bunyip but found something far more unnerving. A pack of dingoes that didn't bark, didn't fight, and most unsettling, we seem to be observing them with a clipboard level of focus. The tapes reveal silhouettes flickering at the edge of the campfire's glow, always one paw print ahead of the flashlight's beam. There's a delicious, spine-tingling irony in being stalked by something that looks like it belongs on a Save the Species poster. It's spooky, it's surreal, and it's enough to make you wonder if that rustle in the bushes is just the wind, or a highly evolved apex predator, wondering if you taste better with a side of campfire marshmallows. We're talking about a wilderness where the danger signs aren't warnings, they reinvent. Stay tuned, because the desert is about to speak, and it has a very sharp set of teeth. As we scrub through the footage of tape 4, the humor starts to feel a bit more skeletal. We see the group's leader, a self-proclaimed alpha hiker named Gary, trying to maintain his composure while his tent zipper mysteriously unlatches itself from the outside. The camera wobbles, catching the reflection of two amber eyes in the nylon maches that don't blink, eyes that seem to be calculating the structural integrity of Gary's bravado. It's here that the dilemma truly takes hold. Is it a pack of wild dogs, or is it something that's learned to mimic the silence of the sand itself? The dark wit of the bush is on full display. The dingoes don't attack the camp's food supplies. They rearrange them into a perfect, mocking circle 30 yards away. It's psychological warfare with fur and a tail. It's as if the desert is playing a prank. But the punchline involves a trip to the emergency room and a very confusing insurance claim. This isn't just a hunt. It's a performance, and our human protagonists are merely the unwilling opening act in a theater of the macabre. The final minutes of the tapes transition from eerie curiosity to a full-blown atmospheric thriller. We see the hunters realize that the howls they've been hearing aren't coming from the distance, anymore they're coming from inside the perimeter of their own flashlights. The shadows on the red rocks begin to morph, blending the canine forms with the jagged edges of the landscape, until you can tell where the earth ends and the predator begins. It's a masterclass in suspense, proving that the scariest thing isn't the monster you see, but the one that's politely waiting for you to turn around. The Dingo Dilemma leaves us with a chilling question. If the wild is lying to us, what else is it hiding under that scorched red dust? As the screen fades to black and the final glitchy frame of a wagging tail flickers out, you're left with a newfound respect for the outback. It's a place where the wildlife is wild, the lies are lethal, and the only thing sharper than a dingo's tooth is the realization that you're being watched. Good night, and remember, if you hear a whistle in the desert, don't whistle back. If you've ever looked into the eyes of the wild and felt the hair on your neck stand up, then you're exactly where you belong. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our pack before the trail goes cold. The desert is overflowing with secrets, and the Dingo Dilemma is only the first tape in a vault of mysteries we're about to unlock. So drop a comment below letting us know. Do you believe these are just clever predators, or is there something far more ancient and calculating lurking in the outback? Don't let the mystery end here. Share this video with someone who thinks they're at the top of the food chain. And stay tuned for our next descent into the shadows, because out here, the truth doesn't just hurt, it hunts.